everyone, welcome back. In this video I am going to discuss about the representation of geographical features, that is lesson 1, 6th standard ICSE syllabus. So previously video I discussed about the maps, types of the maps, and also based on the scale how we will calculate the maps and all we discussed in the previous video. So in this video I am going to discuss about the importance of the maps and also diagrams, and also how to find out the conventional size, what is the use of the signs, and also directions, sketch and plan. So first, importance of the maps. So when we talk about the maps are very useful for us. So here I mentioned that maps form an important tool for data collection and its presentation. And also maps are easy to handle as they can be folded or we can roll them, and also can be easily taken anywhere. For example, we want to traveling somewhere, if you want to find places also, you can roll that map, and you can easily we can carry that one. And maps also provide more detailed information about small areas like districts. This information is quite helpful to town planners also, like for example, not only town planners, even architects, administrators, and also military purpose also, like military people also, they'll use the maps to find out the exact location. So maps are the for different types and are also useful for showing different features. For example, maps showing natural resources of an area are extremely useful for the economics also. Finally, when we talk about the maps can easily show changes through the time by comparing the past and present maps of an area. We can easily find out the changes which have occurred in an area in the terms of political boundaries, for example, natural resources and population. So all this information we'll get from the maps. So this is the importance of the maps. Even maps also act as a guide in the places that we have never visited before and help us know in locating our destination. For example, you are traveling in new place, there you are not able to find out the exact address, so that time also we can refer the maps. So this is about the importance of the map. And coming to the difference between maps, globes, sketches and plans. Already we discussed about the maps. Now we are moving on to the globe. We can see this picture. The globe represents like this. Since our earth is a spherical in shape, it is difficult to represent it on a flat surface. So that's the reason they are using one kind of on flat surface like a map. The shapes and sizes of continents and oceans get distorted. So this difficulty is solved by using a globe. That's the reason we are using the globe. So here one important fact I wanted to tell you, that a collection of maps in the form of a book was published in 1636. It covers had a picture of the Greek mythological hero, that is Atlas, holding the earth from then onwards. A book of maps is called as an atlas. So we are also talking about the globe. The why I discussed about the atlas, because where atlas will be having a different kinds of the map, we are getting more information regarding places. And coming to the globe is a three-dimensional model of the earth. It represents the spherical shape of the earth accurately. So can you see this things like a South Pole, North Pole, African Arctic Circle, and even Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, like that. Okay, we can mark in this globe. And both the poles, like latitudes and longitudes, continents and oceans, can be preciously shown on a globe. A globe can rotate just like the earth rotates on its axis, and can thus it indicates the movements of the earth. See, for example, why exactly we are using globe means it represents the like how the earth it look like, and also it rotates in on its axis. When we see the sky, we feel like the clouds are moving. No, it's not the clouds are now moving. The earth is rotating on its axis. So thus a globe can give more vivid idea about our planet. A globe is therefore called as a naturally accurate map. So that's the reason we are naming this globe as a naturally accurate map. However, a globe has certain limitations also. When we talk about the maps, maps will be providing the detailed information. When we want to know the different places also, we can make a we can go the types of the maps. When we're coming to the globe, there we have some certain limitations. That means a globe can show only political divisions and cannot show topographic details. And also, the second one is a globe cannot be made to represent a part of the earth. The space on the globe is limited. It cannot give a detailed description of physical features and other characters. Only we can see a few things only. For example, continents, and basically we are using to this one longitudes and latitudes to measure the time and weather also we are using. This is the information about globe. And also you can see this Earth's grid system, a network of the latitudes and longitudes to find location on the globe. So they are using to find out the location, exact location on the globe, they are using this thing. And coming to the sketch, or we can say one rough sketch. Okay, this when we talk about sketch, a sketch is a rough drawing mainly based on the memory and not to a scale. So here we are not going to use any kind of the scale. For example, unlike a map, like for example we want to measure the distance and directions and all, that time we are correctly using in the map scale. But here we are not going to use any kind of the map like a scale. So only it's a rough drawing, so to identify the some places or to find out the places. It shows only relevant features of an area or a specific place, therefore it serves limited purpose only. Okay, for better understanding I'll give an example. So here I have one sketch, that is, here Rahul's friend Akshay has come to meet Rahul and he wants to go to the bookshop, but he does not know the way. Rahul will explain to Akshay the exact location of the bookshop with the reference to other landmarks on the route, like traffic lights, fountain, park, and shopping mall, etc. So here he is saying, Rahul, here you can see he's saying that he has to take from Rahul house. Rahul is guiding to Akshay. From my house you have to walk a few steps till you reach the parquet. So this it represents in a green color, and from there you have to turn right on the Desh Bandhu road on a walk up to fountain. Still you want to walk up to fountain. From the fountain again turn to right. So walk straightly, there is a one book stall. So like this he is going to explain to Akshay. So this means it give a rough sketch about the particular area. So this is about the one sketch. So we talk about the sketch. Now coming to the plan is completely different. Okay, so plan is a detailed drawing made to scale, showing the structure of the physical arrangements of the small area. It shows the layout of small area on a large scale, whereas a map shows a large area on a small scale. For example, the map of the country made to small scale, whereas the plan of the building is made up of large scale. So you can see here the plan of the house. So the plan of building like residential flat or like any kind of the hospital, school or any hotel, etc. So these kinds of the buildings we want to construct, we need a exact plan so that we can build it, because it's a permanent. Okay, so it's drawn before making the building. It shows in details the layout of different rooms. Can you see this one here? Bedroom is there. Can you see this? So here exactly kitchen where it should be, and living room where should be, and also where we have to build the bathroom, where we have to build the another bedroom, like for example living room. So all these needed a plan, exact plan. So then only it works. So we are not going to make any sketch here. We are making a plan. Now I hope you understood what about like a difference between the sketch and plan. Now moving on to the map, like a cardinal and intermediate directions. When we talk about the map, The directions on the map also very important. Why? Because we want to find out the exact direction. So this direction, for example, there is four main direction along with the intermediate directions. That is, four main directions are north, south, east, west, and intermediate directions are northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. So these directions will be very helpful for the people to find out the exact direction, whether it is northeast or whether it is southwest, like that. So after that, we also have in a map like a conventional signs or symbols. So here a number of features like mountains, rivers, lake, bridges, and dams, forest, forts, like for example churches. So all these they are representing in the this one, like we will call also this in the map legend will be, or we can say key. So here for example you want to find out in a map capital city, it represent in a red in color, you can see this one. And also you want to find out the temple in a map, so you can check this key point, that where your exactly the temples will be there. And if you want to find out the settlements, you can go to this conventional sign. This signs is representing a exact place in a particular place in a small space. So information in a small space. Okay, they are simple to read, and the key or legend of the map has a list of symbols as well as their meanings apart from the conventional signs. So this is about the direction on the map and conventional sign of the symbols. Now next thing is that is representing the geographical through diagrams. So can you see this, the parts of the river? So why in the social also we are using diagrams? Because we want to know exact place. For example, when we talk about the maps and all, we understood the rivers will be there. So here when we go to the diagrams, we have a like a kind of detailed information. It is a simple drawing with the labels of the show how something looks to how it made up of or how it functions. This diagrams are visual illustrations. They help in understanding and interpreting various geographical features on the earth. For example, I am taking here river. So a river is a large natural stream of the water that flows from higher to lower level. Can you see this one? It is taken here a form of it. The origination of the river, it starts here. So can you see this red color mark? So in this it started. So after that, what it has go more. It is usually originates in the high lands such as mountains, hills and plateaus and flows into the sea. A lake or another river, the place where it begins is called as a, it's a source. Exactly we can say. For example, you can take Indian map. There is in northeast there is like a very huge mountains. The most of the rivers they will originate from that Himalayas. So from there they have to flow down and they will divide like that. So that is, on the other hand, the mouth is called place where the river ends its journey. Usually in the sea, it's ends its journey. So here you can see the mountain areas it started and it went to the down and it ends in the sea. So this is in that in the way moving path there is so many occurs. So for example, tributaries are nothing but the small river bodies which connect to the which will flow to mix the higher like a long river. And also main river also, here also meander like a S shape will it forms, and delta, so where the all what we say some kind of the deposit are near in the mouth. So this is about the river. To know about all information we have to learn about the some diagrams. So coming to the meander. So here tributaries, the small rivers that join the main river and enlarge its volume are called as a tributaries. And also the river Ganga originates as a Bhagirathi from the Gangotri glacier in the Uttarakhand. It is joined by the Alkananda river at the Devaprayag. From Devaprayag, the river is called Ganga. So Alkananda is a tributary. So here we will call as Ganga is a main river. So here Alkananda is going to join the Ganga in the Devaprayag. So that's why we'll call as a Alkananda is a tributary. Now the same thing, anticlines are also one of the reasons in this diagram. So here, their alkalines are parts of the fold mountains that are curved upwards and they form an arch of the fold mountains. And synclines also, they are the part of the fold mountains that are curved downwards. They form the tuffs and fold mountains. So why we are discussing here only the river and water bodies, because this is also one of the part of a map. So when we learn about the maps and all, so this will not be visible like that. That's why they are making different diagrams. So when we talk about the meander, so which is in a S shape. Can you see here meander? So this meander, while flowing down the plains, a river develops a broad S shape. So can you observe this S shape? This S shape bends called as a meander. So these bends are caused by both erosion and deposition work of the river. So that's why we'll call it as a meander. And coming to the delta. So here also you can see it's making a like a triangular shape, delta. So the triangular shaped alluvial deposit near the mouth of the river is called as a delta. So it resembles the Greek letter delta, that means exactly it looks like a rectangular shape. It formed by the it looks like a triangular shape. It formed by the distributaries. So I hope you understood till now, and next we are moving on to the block mountains. So basically we have three types of the mountains. One is fold mountains, one is block mountains, and one is volcanic mountains. So here we are going to discuss a diagram of block mountain. So the mountains of the earth causes cracks of the faults to occur in its crust when there are two parallel faults. Can you see this one? There are two rift valley substance and uplift and block mountains will be forming. So that time the cracks, whatever the cracks was there, cracks of the faults in the earth crust, due to the crack or faults of the earth crust, these mountains, block mountains will be forming. When there are two parallel faults, the land in the between gets subsidized or sinks to form a garben or rift valley. And the uplifted blocks also called as a harsh from block mountains. So here you can see properly. So the block mountains of the earth causes crack of the fault. So here, because of the earth imbalance, inside of the earth crust imbalance, they will be forming like this. I hope you understood this lesson. With this, I am going to end the first chapter of the geography classes 6th ICSE. Next video, I will be discussing in the second chapter. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch my videos, please subscribe my channel.